I was on the beach in the Dominican Republic when I noticed a group of middle-aged European men. These guys were pale, overweight, and they were all wearing Speedos. Their paunch bellies hung over the waistband of the Speedo that made it look like a bikini bottom. These were not good-looking guys, but you couldn't tell them that and have them believe you, because they were strutting completely unabashed like they were the cock of the walk. And I stood there staring, mouth agape, thinking, could I wear one of those? Could I wear a Speedo? And I found myself envious of these fat guys, which is ironic because I grew up a chubby kid, and now I was 18, in pretty decent shape, and I was envious not because they were wearing Speedos, but because they just had total self-acceptance of their bodies in their Speedos. And I didn't have that. And so I thought, if I buy a Speedo, maybe, that could be my first step towards body acceptance. So when I returned home from the DR, I bought a Speedo immediately. And as fate would have it, a friend of mine called and asked if I wanted to go to the pool with her and her twin sister. Yes. Pool, twins, come on. What's there to think about? So we're at the pool, and my heart is racing. I'm about to debut my Speedo not only in front of these hot twins, but to the world. And I have no idea how people are going to react. Up until now, I've only worn loose, long-fitting swim shorts. Now I'm wearing these short-cut booty shorts that don't leave much to the imagination. And on top of that, I still had this mental block due to growing up as this chubby kid who had been teased about my weight. I begin to doubt how I look in the Speedo. I'm not a competitive swimmer. I'm not even European. Why am I wearing this? But my friends, they get in their bikinis. And now it's time for me to show them mine. I take off my clothes, revealing my Speedo, and my friends notice right away. Okay, Chance, I see you. And not only do they notice, but a couple of other female pool goers give me looks of interest. And it felt good. You know, this wasn't really about a Speedo, but this was about my confidence at getting over childhood hang-ups. And so after the successful debut of my Speedo, I decided to take it up a notch. I remembered back at home in my drawers, I had 2 pairs of running shorts. One pair had the Maryland flag on them, the other one had the American flag on them. Maryland flag, American flag. My mom had bought me these shorts 8 years prior. I had never worn them, because at 10 years old, I was chubby as hell. But now at 18, the body I had, I was gonna try those shorts on. So the next day, I decided to go for a run. I am not a runner. I do not run. But today, for these shorts, I'm gonna give it a try. So I decide to wear the Maryland shorts. And I start to stretch the way I guess a runner might stretch. I gotta tell you about these shorts. They are a kid's large. Kids, I'm 18. My ass is hanging out. The material is so thin, I can feel the breeze everywhere. It's obscene how they look. But they're still brand new because I've never worn them. And as I'm stretching, this car pulls into my driveway. I have no idea who it is. I've never seen the car before, and the windows are tinted. And on cue, out walks this blonde bombshell with her phone in hand, and she says, "I've never seen such strong Maryland pride. I have to take a picture with you." Okay. And she comes over, we take a couple of pictures, she says thanks, and she's on her way. And I'm on cloud 9. I begin my run, a very short run, but a run. And cars are honking. People are going, woohoo! Go Maryland! And I'm feeling pretty good. People are appreciating my body and the time I put into it. And so after my run, I decide to take it up just one more notch. I remember in elementary school, I saw this movie where this guy posed nude for an art class. And at the time I thought, wow, that takes balls. I've got to try that someday. And now I thought that someday was here. With the body I had, why not? But I was still uneasy. I wasn't quite sure what went into nude modeling, like what would it entail besides being nude. It was one thing to wear a Speedo, another thing to wear Maryland running shorts, but to wear my birthday suit in front of strangers, to me, that was the ultimate test of body acceptance, what I was looking for. And so, the next day, I'm on campus and I get the information I need for the class. And I tell a couple of my friends what I'm going to be doing. And their questions begin to repeat. How nude are you going to be? You know when you take a shower and you're naked? Yeah. That nude. Are there any girls in the class? Yeah, 7 girls and 1 guy. What if you get a boner? We're not shooting a porno. I'm going to be holding a pose for 3 hours. There's nothing arousing about that. Now, I have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, up to this point, my experience with nudity was pretty virginal. Yes, I've been naked at home. I've been naked in a men's locker room. But my one true experience with nudity came with a former girlfriend of mine. We took a shower together, and that was the first time someone had really seen me. And I had no idea how that translated in the classroom. So the following Monday, I arrived at the art class. I get to the class, and the professor tells me where I can go change. I put on some athletic pants, I'm shirtless up top, and I'm just commando underneath so the transitions could be a little easier. The students start to come in, the teacher comes over to me and says, "Model, ready?" I give him a thumbs up. I was ready. And he tells the class, "Okay, students, you may begin." And I drop trowel. Wow. I'm really doing this. I'm really doing it. My dick is out. 2 hours, 59 minutes left. The class comes to an end, and I'm on cloud 9 because I'm just really thrilled I kept this promise to myself 8 years prior to do this, to model nude. And I was fortunate to have met those European men in the DR and to have tried on the Speedo as well as the Maryland running shorts. And the teacher comes over to me and he says, "Chancellor, thank you for your time. I'm really glad you came in. Are you available next week?" I said, "Of course." And to this day, I still wear the Speedo. I still wear the Maryland running shorts. And that same professor still calls me to ask if I'm available to model for his class.